Step 19 is going to ask for that transfer case, and we're dropping that one in. Okay, so here goes the transfer case. Now what I like to do, okay, this is a little tip. Let me show you guys. What I like to do is, before I install the transfer case, I like to make sure it's properly greased, okay? Because this has moving parts, moving components. So you want to make sure all your moving components, they're greased. Now I know this came from RC4WD drive and it has the stock grease, but we want to make sure that it has proper grease inside there. Okay, so let's go ahead and take it apart. Okay, so let's go ahead and look, and it's kind of dry. I mean, it does come with that original or the stock grease. Let's go ahead and put in some grease. What I like to use, it's this boat trailer and marine equipment, marine grease. It keeps everything lubed, and it'll keep it as well waterproof, like your axles and whatnot. So this is what I like using. It's by Super Tech. You can find it at Walmart. I think I bought it. It's like blue. So what I like to do is I take out the gear, and you don't want to put too much on, because then you'll end up burning. It'll be way too thick, and you'll end up burning your electronics. So I just like to coat each gear. Okay, and that's what I'll do. I'll coat each gear. I'm not gonna stuff it. Okay, then this one we'll go ahead and coat it as well. This looks like it's a little idler gear. Okay, now that they're properly greased, we can go ahead and put it all together again. Okay, and we put it all together as we found it. Just move it around a little. Make sure those gears are working properly. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this together. And that's it. Now, something I forgot to tell you guys before I started putting it together is you don't want to over tighten this, because this seems like it's aluminum and it can snap. And if you over tighten them as well, sometimes your gears won't run. They won't run properly or freely. So, I mean, just look at this. Just moving it with my hand, it seems like it's pretty good. So, a tip: when you tighten these nuts or these bolts or these screws, okay, you wanna, this I learned it from working on cars, so you want to do like a crisscross pattern. The way I did it, I tightened this one first, then this one, because they're the middle ones, and it cinches everything evenly. But I didn't tighten them all the way. I just lowered them down, then I did these two, and then I went cross. So then I tightened them just a tiny bit, and that's how I put it up. So let's go ahead and drop it in. Now it's showing that these two go towards the front, so we're dropping it in like this. Okay, so it's asking for 2 M3 8mm countersunk. So these are the 8mm. Okay, we have 8mm right there. let's go ahead and look at the orientation. It's right here. And let's drop them in. Okay, like everything else, you want to add on some Loctite, and of course the whole orientation. This way here. Let's go ahead and turn it sideways. Let's get that first one started. Remember never to over tighten or cross thread. Okay, we'll just have that one set and then we'll mount the other one. Some Loctite. Just a little dab. And let's go set in the other one. So you see right there. And now we could go ahead and tighten it up. That's what it looks like right there. So this is step 18 and 19 that we've just completed. Let's go ahead to step 20. So for step 20, it says here, wants you to find the transmission and find these mounts and install them. But what we want to do, like we were talking, we want to take everything apart, properly grease it, and then we'll close it and mount those on there. So let's go ahead and find the transmission. Of course, it still has the 62 tooth, 32 pitch spur gear. 64 tooth, I'm sorry, yeah, 64, 32 pitch. Okay, let's go ahead and open her up. Looks like she has all these screws around here. Let's open those up and see what's in there. So there you have it. We open them. Remember, you want to keep orientation of the screws you take off, because it has two long ones and the rest are short. So you already know that the two long ones, they go underneath of the entire transmission. So you want to make sure you keep those orient and make sure you know where those screws go to. So let's open her up. Let's see what she's made of. Okay, so as you guys can see, if I would have just built that entire kit, look at that.